Uh, I was playing in Belfast last year, and I was doing pretty well. And my agent came up to me and said, there was an opportunity in this Austrian league, and the team was Ljubljana. And he said it's a really nice city, and it'll be a good opportunity for you to start your career in the Austrian league. And that was I didn't know anything about it, but yeah, so. The league's better here, so I had more points probably in the other league. But when I got here, first couple of games, I don't think I had any. Then I kind of started picking it up toward the second half of the season, and then the Slovenian championships and everything. So. I didn't really know much about it. I knew kind of geographically where it was, but I didn't know really anything about the country or the heritage or the whole the story about Yugoslavia and everything. But it's interesting to learn all that stuff for sure. So. I knew Kopitar. I guess he was famous for being. Probably, well, him and Merjak, I guess, are the only NHL players to come from Slovenia so far. But I knew maybe they're good tennis players here, but I didn't know much about it at all. So I was coming in kind of blind, and yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm back here for a second year, so I really like it, and. It's just a different way of life here than Canada. Everything in Canada is, I guess, newer. You'd say the cities are different. Here it's an old city with a nice river running through it, and the patio bars and everything like that. That doesn't really happen in Canada too much. So it's more a relaxed way of life here, I think. Yeah, they were excited. It was. I've kind of been well-traveled in my hockey career. I've played in Alaska. I've played in Texas. I've played everywhere, really, in the East Coast, West Coast. So, this was just another venture, and they're very supportive. And, they, I think, like me, didn't know much about Slovenia, and they were kind of asking me a lot, take a lot of pictures, and so when I got here, I probably looked like a tourist. I was, taking pictures of everything. But, no, it's a beautiful city, and, I like the country. The road trips when you're on the bus, you look out the window and, you got mountains on one side and nice little communities on the other, so it's nice. Longy actually picked me up at the airport in his car, and I just got in. It was cold, actually, and I didn't know the temperature was a lot less than back home or even Belfast. It doesn't get too cold here compared to back home, so. My first thought was, I guess I saw the Union, the big Union building outside of I asked what that was, and he said that was the beer distillery or whatever, right out in front of our rink. So that was a good sign, I guess. But I don't know. I was excited to play hockey and start a new chapter in my career. I speak French and English. English would be my first language, so yeah. First Slovenian word I learned was probably the word on izhod. Yeah, exit, right? Because it's on the outside of the rink. Yeah, that's the first one I learned, and then Ida. Okay. Ida. It's short, and I know what it means now because Groznik says it quite a bit in between periods. He's always trying to get us going, and he says that's the word he uses, Ida. I like the food probably the most. Yeah, I really like all kinds of food, and the food's great here. Everything's fresh, and the people are nice, Similar to Canada, laid back and just not crazy. I guess they're nice. So People are nice and the food, yeah. Maybe just I can't get some of the stuff in the grocery store that I can get back home. Like certain peanut butter is not very big here, but back home we like that. You know, not every apartment comes with a microwave or a toaster, which just some of those things. But I mean, it's not a big deal. You can get by without it. So. Yeah. Celja, Maribor, Ljubljana, Piran, Portoroz. I don't know who the current president is, but is it Tito? No. Who is the old one that was really famous?
Yeah, that was before.
Yeah, Tito? Yeah, I learned about him a little bit at the museum in the castle. 2 million? I think the main similarities are, I think, as far as maybe, you know, the food is kind of similar, I guess, to Canada, and the climate isn't too different if you compare. It gets colder. We get more snow and stuff like that. I'd say the main differences with Slovenian people are they're more active. Everyone's riding their bike, walking to work. You don't see that back home. Also, you know, Slovenians here seem to like to relax and more than Canadians. Maybe they, you know, it's nothing to see someone drinking wine at noon. You don't really see that in Canada too often, you know. But just the lifestyle, more laid back here, I think, is the biggest difference. Yeah.
Slower.
Yeah, slower. Yeah. The national dish? I know it's like a lot of potatoes, would it be cabbage? Potatoes, cabbage, and maybe like sausage meat, is that right? Yeah.
Okay.
And then I had cebacici, but that's not Slovenian, that's Croatian or Serbian, right? Yeah, I like that too, so. I don't know, I wouldn't know the name of them, but we do play the radio in our dressing room, and I find myself singing the songs sometimes, even though I don't know what I'm saying, so. Yeah, they're catchy and not bad. Yeah, my fiance's parents just came and we showed them in Slovenia. They basically saw Venice and Rome, but I've showed other people Piran, Portoroz, the caves, Postojna Grad, Bradamski Grad, sorry, yeah. I think there's a wine tasting spot closer to Italy, maybe. Yeah, those are the main things. The castle in Ljubljana. Yeah, that stuff.
Have you been to Bled yet?
So, Bled is another one, yeah. We did the Bled Castle and then the church on the island there and everything. So it was nice. Driving a standard car for the first time here. I'm probably pissed off a couple drivers. Stalling on hills and stuff like that. Parking's tough. Driving around for half an hour trying to find a parking spot, that doesn't happen back home. I'm trying to think of the funniest thing though. Watching me grocery shop would probably be funny because I can't really read the labels and I gotta find all that stuff. And I've gotten vegetarian stuff sometimes by accident. I don't know. I can't really think of one incident, but. Well, my fiance's here with me, so we hang out obviously a lot. My good friend from home is now on the team. Not from home, from university. He was my roommate, Kevin DiVirgilio. So we hang out, and he has a girlfriend, so it works well. Yeah, so probably mostly foreigners. Yeah. Just Brocky, they call me. I don't know if that's Brock in Slovenian, but the GM here calls me Brocky, and the Slovenians seem to call me that. Yeah. Who do I live with? My fiance. And last year I lived by myself. I never get homesick. I've been away from home since I was 17 in university. So, like I said, I've played everywhere. So I go home every summer for a couple months and kind of recharge the batteries. But I don't get too homesick. I like it here. Maybe if it was a different place that I didn't like, but I really enjoy it here. So I don't get homesick. I think we live and die hockey more than anyone on the planet, for sure. Hockey to us it's really a way of life, and you can't really see it until you go there and see the people. Like, if they like hockey here in Slovenia, but it's 10 times more in Canada. It's everything you do is under the microscope, and it's just that's our heritage, I guess.
We can't understand that.
No, I mean, it'd be like soccer for Barcelona, like that kind of relationship is hockey to Canada, like soccer to Spain, Italy, and with that money, I would live better that I make here. I would live better here than in Canada. A lot of stuff's cheaper here. I guess the average income in Canada, I'm not really sure, but in Ontario is probably somewhere around, I would say 25,000, maybe 30,000 a year. I don't know what it is here. I heard a police officer makes 1,000 a month, maybe. Is that true, or somewhere in there? And then also everything's more expensive back home. So here, with the money I make, is it's a lot cheaper to live, and to go out and get a beer at home, it's probably $7. I mean, yeah, I'd love to play in the Olympics if they make the Olympics here, for sure. If I play here one more year, apparently I can maybe apply for it or something. So it'll be something I have to see for at that time. But would that be dual citizen, or how would that work? Yeah, I would never want to give up my Canadian citizenship, but if I could get another one, sure. I like it here. Yeah, I've seen a basketball game not too long ago against Athens, and I saw a volleyball game last year. I'm not sure who. It was a good game though. Yeah. I don't want to get myself in trouble here. No, I mean they definitely have a more European fashion style to them than back home in Canada. I think the fashion's probably ahead here. We'll see that in Canada in a couple of years, but yeah, they dress a little different. They're not afraid to be more trendy and try different styles. So yeah, they're nice. I'm just really enjoying my time here, and I'm thankful for all the people that I've come across here in Slovenia, and that help make my life easier here, and especially the people around the hockey team, and they do a lot for me, because coming in here I didn't know too much, and I was it's a new language, new place to live, and they made the transition easier for me. So I'm thankful for that, and for all our fans and everyone who supports the team.